Hi everyone, I finally put together my final project here. I'm so relieved to have it done. I decided to create a Pinterest account to showcase all of the AT resources that we acquired over this course, plus some extras that I found. I started with a Google site, but I wasn't a fan of the formatting options. It just wasn't visually pleasing to me. I'm a very visual learner, so I like to see the link that I'm clicking on or to see a visual of what I'm going to be clicking on rather than just a hyperlink. So I decided Pinterest would be a better outlet for me. Um, so my audience is mainly myself. This was a nice way for me to organize all of the resources that we have acquired, plus other resources that I have found in an organized way so that I can find these things when I'm looking for them. I also thought this would be a nice way to share the resources that I've found with my colleagues. In our weekly reflections, I would often note that I wanted to share the ideas and resources with team members at school, and I feel that Pinterest is a nice way to share resources with colleagues. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with Pinterest, it's very easy to use. Um, it was easy to create my own pins by using this plus sign up here. You can click on this and create a pin. So a lot of the resources we had from class, I created a pin and I was able to link them to the resources that we had from the course because I know that Canvas site isn't going to be up forever. I still wanted a place to have all these things. So the categories I have right now is what is assistive technology? And in this board, I have some differences between no tech to high tech. I have some quotes about assistive technology. I included some information on funding and grants for assistive technology. I have links to Georgia's Assistive Technology Act program and ATIA. I have some information on the law and federal legislation regarding assistive technology. I have some information about myths about assistive technology, some training PowerPoints, and I included a lot of videos of explaining assistive technology. So you'll see some of these resources are ones from class. I tried to include everything that we had from class. And then the nice thing is down here at the bottom, they give you some ideas for the board. So I kind of led myself down a rabbit hole, and it was link after link that they were giving me ideas of things that would work well on this page, which was really helpful in me finding new resources, ones that we haven't had in class. So the next page I have is AT models of practices and frameworks. So on this board, I have articles and visuals for the SET framework as well as the HAT model, including some trainings and videos. I also have the link to the WADI and information on who conducts assistive technology evaluations. And then the next board I have is the users of assistive technology. So I decided to chunk these into big categories. So I have a board within a board for sports and leisure. So here are some of the things that we had in class, along with some others that I found on Pinterest. I have information on seating and mobility. I have information on environmental controls, hearing impairment, dyslexia, memory and organization, learning disabilities, communication, physical impairments, vision impairments, and autism. So I have a bunch of links within each of these boards. Communication's probably the heaviest for me, just being a speech therapist. I have a lot of resources that are meaningful to me in that category. Then I have SLP resources, which this is another heavy one. Just being a speech therapist, it's nice to have these all categorized in here for myself and for other speech therapists in my district. So I have a board on partner-assisted communication, devices, apps, and switches, IEP goals and implementation, functions of communication, core vocabulary, parent resources, aided language modeling, AAC assessment, and some prompting strategies. Then I have some teacher resources. And here I have some videos about creating visual supports and how to incorporate visuals in instruction. I have some digital tools for readers and writers, using environmental controls in the environment, and some information about MTSS, UDL, DI, SDI, and RTI, and how to support AAC in the classroom for teachers. Then I have AAC. In this board, I have different apps that are available for AAC. I have different training videos on different types of AAC, information on eye gaze, some low-tech and pod devices, some information on vocabulary instruction and core vocabulary instruction, and some different switches, and a bunch of different features for the iPad and for AAC devices in general. Lastly, I have books related to AT. I just recently purchased a few of these. At our school, we've been working on sibling trainings for disabilities, and this is teaching either younger or older siblings about their siblings' disability and what ways they can support them and communicate with them. So I do have a few of these books that I enjoyed, and some of these books we've read with our kids here at school. And then I also have a journal article and these are two great books for assistive technology for professionals. So that's everything for my board. I put the link on here so you guys can access it. The nice thing is this is a working document. I can always add things to it. I can always move things around. I plan to use this in my upcoming courses as a place to keep all of my information on assistive technology. So feel free to follow them or take anything you'd like from any of the boards.